Bring on the holiday cheer.
Hi, Santa.
I'm about to let you in on one of the North Pole's best-kept secrets.
You don't even need ice.
There you go. Do a spin.
But not too much cheer.
What are your sales?
15,000. Your building is on fire.
Hello.
Whoa.
Last year we sold 350,000.
What does it cost me?
15 grand, give or take.
I need Mark Cuban on the phone with me.
Everybody needs a Mark Cuban.
I want 50%. It's a little steep, Kevin.
It's downright greedy.
That's the only deal, and if you don't want it, I'm okay.
Total sales, 1.3 million.
That's really interesting.
You are one ripped dude. What's the difference between your product and the other one?
That is proprietary.
We shouldn't have to pull teeth.
I'm going to make you an offer.
The offer's so good, you're crying?
My name is Sarah Blaine, and I live with my two beautiful daughters, Sienna and Milan. Christmas is my favorite time of year. Up high. The girls and I love decorating the tree, making Christmas cookies, wrapping presents. Good job! The kids just love everything to do with Christmas, so we just kind of overdo it. Did you get Rudolph's footprint? It's no surprise that I have a business that revolves around my favorite holiday. When doing research, I found something online that was similar to what I wanted to do, and I knew I could do it better. Parents love this product, grandparents, aunts, uncles, because it gives lasting memories every Christmas. Get a seashell! This year has been really challenging for me and my family. My husband and I are recently divorced, so this is my first year as a single mom. Now being the only financial provider of my household, I have to make this business work so I can be a full-time mom and a full-time entrepreneur at the same time. A deal from the Sharks would definitely make it the best Christmas ever. My name is Sarah Blaine, and I'm from Delray Beach, Florida. I'm asking for $150,000 for 20% equity in my company. I have one of the coolest jobs out there. I work for Santa Claus. You're probably wondering, how does Santa respond to all those letters he receives each year? Well, I'm about to let you in on one of the North Pole's best-kept secrets, sealed by Santa. Myself, along with my elf friends, help Santa reply to all those letters. Each letter is personalized, comes with magical reindeer food, comes with a red wax seal, and if that's not all, it also comes directly from the North Pole. And that's not all. It also comes with a phone call from Santa and 2 video messages. Let's see if the big guy's available for a video chat right now.
Yeah.
Hey, Santa.
Oh, hello, Sarah. It's good to hear from my favorite elf. Are these the sharks you were telling me about?
They sure are. I was wondering if it's okay if I gave them the letters that you sent?
Well, I've already checked my list, but I'll check it twice. Well, let's see. Robert?
Hi, Santa.
Lori? Barbara?
I knew that was going to happen.
And Mark. They are all on my nice list. I think it looks good, Sarah.
Great.
Oh,
What about
wait
Ken?
a second. I don't see Kevin on here.
Oh.
Kevin, make sure to be nice to my favorite elf so you make my nice list too.
Thanks, Santa.
Hey, listen, Bozo, I'm litigating.
Uh-oh, Kevin, I really hope you're on your best behavior so I can go back to the North Pole and give Santa a good report. So, who wants to be a part of Santa's official team and invest in Sealed by Santa? But first, let me get your letters.
Oh, it's okay, Kevin. Don't feel bad.
I think we're going to be able to turn that around, Kevin.
I think we all saw that one
Yeah.
coming, right?
Thank you,
This
Sarah.
one. Thank you.
Lori, right from
Thank you.
Santa.
Thank you.
Shocking how they can fit coal in one of those envelopes.
Look at my
We'll
nice
see how it
list.
goes.
This is the envelope you mailed?
Yes.
Oh, Rudolph
Thank
signed it too, Sarah.
Yes, he does. So as you can see, each letter is personalized to you. So what happens is a mother, father, grandmother, aunt, best friend, they'll go on our site and they'll tell us about their child. So there's accomplishments on the letter, wish list items, of course their name, a customized PS. So once we get that letter, we get it printed out, we put a red wax seal on it, reindeer food, and it does ship straight to the North Pole to get approved by Santa and postmarks back.
So cute. I see that
Thank
you're
you.
hoping for a new race car, a pair of dancing shoes, and maybe a pair of swimming trunks for your next vacation with Kim. Those sound like great gifts. So cute.
Let's walk through the business model. You're
Okay.
an online site.
Correct. So what you're going to do is you're going to go onto the site and you're going to pick from 12 different letters. So we offer Baby's First Christmas. We offer teen letters. We offer a Christian letter.
What does it cost you to acquire a customer?
It costs me about $1.50.
And what's the customer worth?
Well, each letter I sell for a letter I sell for $10.95, and it costs me $1.25 to make, and they go up to different packages. This is another really cool thing about my business. I get that letter out in 24 hours.
Well, you do now because you only get a few thousand. What happens if it blows up and you get 100,000?
I'm happy you asked that. Last year I got 45,000.
Oh, wow.
And we did great.
Wow.
So you did them all yourself? You have little elves?
I have 12 elf friends that help me during season.
What do they cost?
Last year I spent $10,000 in employment.
When did you start it, Sarah?
So I started this 10 years ago.
Oh, 10 years.
But I started it as a hobby, and I had my kids. I have a beautiful 6- and 3-year-old little girl. I call this a business in the last 5 years.
What are your sales?
My sales last year were $355,000.
You did $355,000 last year.
Correct, with a net of 180.
And what did you do the year before?
Before that, we did 250.
So great growth.
For
How do you
the,
grow the brand?
they're-
If it-
so really
Sealed
they're
by
like-
Santa can only play out once a year.
you know what? I'm happy you asked that, because I'm going to show you something else. So in the last year, what we did is we started going to other businesses. So this is our summer letter. So what we do is Santa actually goes on vacation to South Florida, great for him, and he puts in the letter what the child needs to work on to stay on the nice list. So and then that took off, so we started partnering with the Easter Bunny.
Cute.
How well is that selling?
This was our first year we did it, and we did about $15,000 for each one. So what I'm really trying to do is make this seasonal business not seasonal anymore.
Do you have a database of customers?
I do, yes.
How many?
60,000.
60,000?
Yes.
Are you capturing the birth date of the child? Please tell me you are.
I am not at this time.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
You know, I feel like I've done a lot and I know what I'm doing, but there's things that I need to grow on. One is going to different holidays. Two, I do think there's something retail here, especially with our
Retail,
evidence.
retail.
How
Why would you want to
see
go
yourself
retail?
as
The holy
doing
grail
this
for every
retail?
entrepreneur.
I have an offer for you, okay? It fits into several of my businesses that should be of interest to you.
Yes.
I have a massive online business for kids and their birthdays and their holidays. So this would fit into it. But I could put you onto what we call the Something Wonderful platform, where we all push our names to each other and we make 15% discounts to each other's bases. And everybody does it because the economics of driving down customer acquisition costs work. I'll give you the 150,000. I want 33 1/3%, because I add a lot of value.
You know, a wise man once said, Mr. O'Leary, if you want to
Nobody
get
calls me that.
something,
Call me Mr. Wonderful, my real name.
if you want to get something done, give it to a single mom. You're not going to find somebody with more drive. And
The offer's so good, you're crying?
All sharks are still in. Sarah has one offer on the table from Kevin for her Letters from Santa business, sealed by Santa. But he wants 1/3 of her company.
The offer's so good, you're crying?
yeah, no, you know what?
Well, then take it. Forget these guys.
I would, but unfortunately, I am the sole winner of my family. And I know what I have to make. So I really want to stick as close to that 25% as possible.
But don't you think I can quadruple or grow
do,
your
but-
business by 10 times?
I also know what I have to do for my girls. So I'm going to think about it. I want to hear the other ones, but I'm hoping that
Sure.
we get close to that 25% because of
I'll
that.
give you a minute to dry up, and then I'll start talking.
Sorry. It's been a crazy 3 months, you know. The day my husband left was the day I got the call from Shark Tank. Kind of crazy. But, you know, maybe it was actually the best day of my life if you think about it that way. So it's a little bit emotional for this couple months, but
You know, you remind me very much of another business and another single mom. I'm talking about Trina from Happy Paws. And she came in here pitching reindeer footprints that you can put
I remember that.
up the sidewalk
Oh, that's
into your
right.
living room
Yes,
so you
like
could actually see that Santa Claus came down the chimney. She had the magic elf. Then she had the Easter Bunny prints. It went on and on and on. But in the end, you know what sold? The reindeer prints. So I question you about the other things you're trying, because generally seasonal businesses are exactly that. I think you have a wonderful business. I don't see it as a business that has room for an investor. And that's a problem, so I'm not.
Okay, thank you.
Sarah, you said to Kevin's offer that you have to make a certain amount of money out of it. How much money do you need to pull out of the business every year?
I mean, I take a $60,000 revenue now, but to be at that 100 is kind of where I need to be.
Got it.
Well, you can just ask for a salary. Kevin,
Yeah.
as part of this deal, to give up that equity, I need a $100,000 salary. Why won't you just do that?
I might have to do that.
Let me explain how this works. Let's assume you accept my deal at 33 1/3, and I put $150,000 capital in. I don't want to tell you what to do with it. I expect you to put it to work in the best way possible.
Right.
But we're partners. As you withdraw capital, I get 33 1/3%, and you get the rest. That's
Right.
how it works.
what you've done, you should be proud of yourself. That's a major accomplishment. I see a couple of red flags. I really think you're trying to do too much by going to the different holidays. I think when you talk about wanting to go into retail, that shows a lack of focus. And so for those reasons, I'm out.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
Sarah, I like it. I mean, I get your need for a salary, so, Kevin said you get 2/3, he gets 1/3. I don't need that. I have a job that already pays me money. So I'll give you the $150,000 for 1/3, 33 and 1/3%. You get to make $100,000. We split the profit above that. So the first 100 goes to you, and we invest the money into growing the business. I do think you can expand it into other seasons, but you got to go to the other holidays right away.
I agree. And you know what? I think we're going to try to partner with Tooth Fairy. I think there's a big market there.
That's really interesting. I'm going to make you an offer. I'm going to give you a $75,000 loan, and $75,000 I'll put into the company. I'll do it for 22.5%.
Go!
And if we do well in retail, I'm happy to continue to fund the inventory that we would need to get in.
Okay. This is a lot to think about.
Congratulations, you have 3 offers. Now you have to decide.
I know. Oh man, this is so hard. Lori,
Trying to decide.
you have a deal.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
And I love the Tooth Fairy thing. I think that's so genius.
Thank you so much.
Congrats, Sarah.
Bye. Whew. Okay, that was crazy. I couldn't give up 33% of my company. I needed this for my kids, and the deal that Lori made me was a perfect deal for my situation.
I was born and raised in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. My grandparents came over from Russia. Their name was Chubaninsky. And when they got to Ellis Island, they were like, nah, chop, chop, chop. And it ended up being Cuban. I grew up in a working class family. My dad did upholstery on cars. My mom did every type of job imaginable. People thought I might go work at a mill. My mom wanted me to learn how to lay carpet because she was concerned about my future. Nobody had high hopes for me, but I was a hustler. I've always been selling, from reselling baseball cards to stamps and coins. I always had something going on. That was just my nature. Since college, I've been a tech geek. I had quit or been fired from 3 straight jobs, so I figured it was time to start my own company. And so I started Micro Solutions. Back then, I'd take my floppy, I walked over to the other computer, that's how we shared. But I was like, no, it's all going to be different in the future. So we started learning how to connect our computers together. In 1995, streaming didn't exist. My partner and I had this idea for being able to listen to sports over this new thing called the internet. From there, we started broadcast.com.
We just saw this as a unique opportunity to combine forces with the leading organization on the internet.
In April 2000, we closed our deal with Yahoo for $5.7 billion in Yahoo stock.
Come on, Joey, get your crew together!
I paid $285 million for the Mavs. Everybody said, you're an idiot because the Mavs suck, and it was the largest price ever paid for any sports team ever. And I was like, I don't care. I got to go party with the entire city of Dallas. It was just a dream come true. Since then, we've never had a losing record. Been to the conference finals 3 times, been to the finals twice, and finally won the NBA championship in 2011. And this is where I grew up. This is where I played basketball, where I traded baseball cards. It's where I'd ride my bike down and wipe out, try to ride my bike back up and barely make it. I mean, this was home.
Today's my first time back at Mount Lebanon High School since I graduated.
I'm really proud to introduce Mount Lebanon Zone, class of 1976, Mr. Mark Cuban.
I care a lot about influencing kids because I have 3 young kids. I care about the world they're going to live in.
Who here's had a business idea?
I love entrepreneurship because that's what makes this country grow. And if I can help companies grow, I'm creating jobs, I'm setting foundation for future generations. It sends the message that the American dream is alive and well.
I want you all to think, who's next? And what are you guys going to do to get there? Try different things, because there's absolutely nothing that can possibly stop you guys.
Whatever your goals are, if I can give you confidence and give you encouragement when you watch Shark Tank, I've accomplished a lot.
Next into the tank is a way to bring home a favorite winter activity.
Hi, Sharks. My name is Jim Loughran. I'm seeking $150,000 for 20% equity in my business.
I'm here today to bring the rink home. And Polyglide synthetic ice makes it so simple. There's no need for refrigeration, and best of all, you don't even need ice. Let me show you how it works. Simply click and lock the ice panels together, and you convert any playroom, garage, or outdoor patio into your own home rink in a matter of minutes.
That's cool.
So, if you want to practice at home to be the next great one in hockey.
Fine.
Or become the next Olympic gold medalist. Polyglide brings it all home. So what shark would like to invest in a product that's guaranteed to score?
Where do people really use this?
You'd be surprised how many people convert their garage space into a rink and they can skate in their garage.
But that's great until I see that hockey puck flying in the air and breaking something like a window or something.
What do people use it for, Jim?
Figure skating. Typically, they like the skaters that just want to skate and train at home, and without going back and forth to the rink, they can set up their own garage rink and practice right at home.
I have seen this product. So what's the difference between your product and the other ones?
Here's what they don't have. They don't have the scaled-down mini panel, which no one sells.
Small portion.
So they're only commercial size and you're residential.
Correct.
Or you've just chosen to sell in smaller configurations.
I changed the size and design of the product, and I infused the plastic with the lubricant.
This concept was tried in hockey arenas.
You can't classify it strictly as a hockey product.
Well, whatever it is, because there's a certain feel when you're on the ice, right?
Sure.
So is there a difference?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I designed this particular product with the infused lubricants to make it less restriction and pitch.
What do you think yours is? Is yours 10%?
Can I just see it?
Yes, I have some samples here also.
Can you pass them out? Thank you.
Whoa, careful. There you go. Do a spin.
I have some skates here for anybody who would like.
Yeah, can I try
to give it a try?
Yeah.
What size are you?
9.
Just look in the kids section.
Perfect. I'll go over there and put them on.
Do you have to wear any special skate? Or it's regular skates?
No, they're
right?
normal skates.
Regular.
Yeah.
This is the infused and this is the dry.
Oh, okay.
Infused. Dry.
Yours in competition?
Correct.
Okay. Yours feels to me more like smooth ice, whereas this feels
Be careful, not so
artificial.
fast. Wow. Wow, nicely done. Bravo.
What are your sales?
Total sales since I started is 1.3 million.
Wow.
Lifetime for the 3.5 years. And this year I'm on pace to break 400,000.
Jim, what does it cost? What does that size cost?
$69.95
For one
the cost
square.
of one panel.
If I was buying your panels in that format, how many would I need to make this? Take
You
a
would
guess.
probably need 3 racks for the 24.
So I would take 60 times $70. That would give me the cost of this.
Correct.
So the cost of this would be $4,200 for this display.
Tennis court is a standard configuration that everybody understands.
30 by 60 is $8 a
So
square
about
foot.
15,000.
Jim, you don't know the answer.
Is that
I call you if I have a tennis court. I want to turn it into a rink. What does it cost me?
15 grand, give or take.
I need Mark Cuban on the phone with me to figure that out.
Everybody needs a Mark Cuban.
Most people don't want that large of a rink just to skate at home. Well, they need maybe 100 square feet.
Jim, who sells most of these for you?
I sell them all myself.
So
it
you're
online?
direct to consumer.
I do everything, yeah.
Jim, how many competitors do you have online?
There's about 6 other competitors that are doing something similar that I'm doing online.
Where do you rank? Do you have a sense of, are you at the top of that heap?
Yeah, obviously, I'm in the top 6.
But,
Wait, there's 6 competitors and you're in the top 6?
Best answer ever. Where do you rank? You know, not 1, not 2. I'm in the top 6.
I never try to say I'm better than anybody else.
Well, you should.
But I'm telling
Well,
you
you
this,
have
I'm
to.
as good as anybody else out there.
Come on, James. Up that energy.
Okay.
Jim, look, millions of people are going to see this. You can't be half-assed about it. This is your show, right? This has got to be the most important thing in the world to you. You got to sell it that way.
So why are you better than anybody else? Tell us.
Because the product I developed is infused and gives the best performance. And
What's it infused with?
That is proprietary, and that
Yeah, Jim. So, Jim, we shouldn't have to pull teeth to get you to do these things, right? It shouldn't be, I'm going to do. It should be, I have done. You got to be aggressive in order to be able to repay an investor money and make us all a lot of money, right? And I don't get that sense. So for those reasons, I'm out.
No retailer is going to bring 1,000 pounds of Polyglide slabs because it takes up too much space. And it's very hard for the consumer to take home enough to make a rink. It's a good business for you, but I don't see it scaling as a product, particularly in retail. That's a really bad idea. I'm out.
I respect that thing.
It's a clever idea, but I like to invest in things where I know it's going to hit a lot of people, has appeal to many, And so for that reason, because this doesn't, I'm out.
Appreciate it, Lori. Thank you.
You played hockey yourself, did you?
Sure.
I think you got to change your game here big time, and it's inside. When I was first selling real estate, everyone loved me. Everyone enjoyed spending time with me, and then they bought from the next guy. Until I realized I had to show energy. And the minute I reached into myself and started getting really excitable about the same product that everybody else in town sold, I started selling better than everybody. So, I wish you had come here with your hockey helmet on, your hockey attitude of just like, let me go get it, let me go get it. Because I think you would have had all sharks in on you, but for the lack of energy, I'm out.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
And then there's one.
Yeah, I love the product. It felt really good. You've got a great business, but what you're really going to need is you're going to need sales help. I mean, I think as everybody here said that to you. I think you're going to need a lot of help, and you're one of 6. I don't see the wide scale of it. I'm out.
I respect that. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Good luck, Jim.
Good luck.
Thank you. If I had a second chance to get back in there, obviously I would light the place up. If they think otherwise, then I can't change that, but I can tell you this, when it comes to selling the product, I am aggressive and I make it happen.
Next in the tank is a business that makes gift giving even more personal.
Hi, Sharks. I'm Brad Boskovic. And I'm Charlie Williams, and our company is DigiWrap, Inc. We're seeking $150,000 for 10% of our company. DigiWrap is the only company in the world taking gift bags and tissue paper to where it's never been before.
Everyone does the same thing. You take a boring, generic bag like that, you wrap your gift in a plain piece of tissue paper that you put no thought into, you stuff it in the bag, and you're done, right?
Wrong. In a world that's gone completely digital and personalized in almost every manageable way, isn't it about time our gift packaging is caught up?
Well, now it has, thanks to us, because we can turn that
into this.
Oh, wow.
Our digital processes allow us to make these products when no one else can, and they can be made as one-offs, and we can customize them on demand.
With the other guys, you'll have to wait weeks for your product.
But now with DigiWrap, we can do as many or as few as you'd like in a matter of days rather than weeks, and it's all done right here in the good old US of A.
DigiWrap is about making gift packaging personal.
So what do you say, Sharks? Should we go ahead and get a deal wrapped up?
Very cute.
We have some gifts for you guys.
Now, we did customize each of these for you, so take a look. There's a good amount of detail there.
Thank you.
It's very nice pictures, nice quality.
Can't I do this today? You know, at our corporate events, we give out bags with our logo and a picture.
It is possible to get large runs of bags like this. No one currently is doing short run photo bags.
Whoa. You can do small runs with unique printing. There's at least 5 different platforms to do that on.
When we say small run, we mean one-offs. This is one bag.
One
Why
bag.
would someone order one bag?
So if I want to give you a present, Barb, that's customized to you.
Absolutely. And in fact,
What would Mark pay for that bag?
So they typically retail for as much as $10.
Your advantage is you can do it on very small runs, as small as 1. Because digitally, I can do this on larger scale.
well, for the bags, yes. I want to point out that we do have custom tissue paper in there too, and that is unique. We currently have 2 lines of business, right? So we have our own online site where we focus currently on just the tissue paper. We also have a partnership with a large online personalized retailer, and we sell to them wholesale. Zazzle.
Okay, so I go to the website, yours or Zazzle's, upload my picture. What do you do with it, and what about that process is unique?
We are able to use our patent for our tissue paper.
Wait a second. You can't tell me you're the only guys that can make this wrapping paper.
Currently we are.
No way. I don't buy that for a second.
If you wanted custom digital tissue paper, there is no one else.
So then how many millions of dollars of sales are you doing with custom tissue paper?
We've only been in business for 2 years, and last year we sold $350,000, and this year we're on track for $500,000.
For tissue paper.
For tissue and bags.
DigiWrap takes cutting-edge printing technology that's used in scale out there, millions of sheets, and makes it viable for a single order for a consumer. Is that really what's going on?
That's a very succinct description of it, yes.
See, now that we've distilled what the deal is, it's making this tissue paper. What does it cost you to make it, and how much do you sell it?
It costs us an average about 50 cents to make it. We sell it for an average of about $1.
The value of your company, if you're just a supplier to a single customer, is not that exciting.
Charlie, where is the break point to where a business can go to a competitor? You're almost living on the fringe of the printing business. And it's a really unique problem you have, because if you get a customer and the customer becomes too big, they're not good for you. You got to go find another one. I think it works on sites where this is part of something else, like a Zazzle. But for you to build your own company and acquire those customers, I think it's going to be really tough. It's a beautiful product, but I don't see it going large. I'm out.
Robert's point is right on. It's going to take so many deals to get to a size that really makes it worthwhile to invest. The challenge as an investor, I have to see a real return, because if I give you $150,000 for 10% and you grow 5 times, all right, I mean, it's nice and you guys have grown your business, but I haven't moved the needle for myself amount.
Okay. Thank you for considering it.
I don't believe there's enough of a market for customized tissue paper, enough to warrant having a partner in your business. I'm out.
Well, thank you, Barbara. We appreciate it.
Printing has come a long way. This is really excellent looking. I see the promotion and the keepsake part, but I think people also don't like to spend a whole lot on packaging because people throw it away. I'm out.
Well, thank you for your time, Lori.
It's a unique niche. I get what you're doing, but I don't know how to blow this up.
I mean, the biggest thing is we've proved that the product is wanted and is coveted. And every day, someone else finds us, someone else spreads the word.
All right, listen, here's an offer. 150,000, we're partners, 50-50.
Huh. I'm sorry, it's a little steep, Kevin.
A little, you think?
Can we?
It's downright greedy.
Yes.
No, it isn't. It's a small, niche, crazy chicken deal. I want 50%. This is the only deal, and if you don't want it, I'm okay.
You know, we could meet you in the middle somewhere. We're very eager and...
Let's meet me in the middle.
You know, we'd be comfortable with something in the ballpark of maybe 20%.
That's not the middle.
It's middle-ish.
Middle-ish. Okay, listen, I'll do it for 40%. I'm willing to come down. That's very generous. That's a huge discount.
Unfortunately, we can't go up to 40% for sure.
What can you go to?
25?
No. You know what the deal is? It's 35% or not.
You got to understand that we see this as a lot bigger than what it sounds like you guys have understood it to, so we probably made a mistake there.
We know you like royalty deals.
Did I hear royalty?
You did. You did.
What's the deal?
We'll give you equity and a royalty deal.
How much equity?
15%.
And what's the royalty?
Every sheet of tissue paper we sell will give you a nickel, and every bag we sell will give you 40 cents.
Ooh. That's a rich royalty. You sure you want to do that?
Nickel.
And that's just until you get your money back, though. That's just until you get your money back.
Oh, wait a minute.
Meanwhile, you still got your equity, though, right? So you still got your equity.
Okay, here's the deal. I'll give you the $150,000 for 20% equity, but I want a nickel on every tissue and a dime on every bag in perpetuity.
You're literally nickel and diming them.
Absolutely.
Perpetuity, we couldn't do perpetuity. We couldn't give you equity and perpetuity. We can meet in the middle somewhere.
Okay, here's the deal. I'll do this. The royalty goes away at $450,000, all right? God, I get 3 times on my dough, and I'm still your partners at 20%, and we're still in the tissue business. I mean, it's so crazy. I'm not worried about competition. No one else is going to go after this market. I can tell you that.
Right.
Take it or leave it. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good. I'm in the
tissue business.
Thank you, Kevin.
You're going to get that money way faster than you think.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ciao, guys.
Congrats, guys.
Congrats. That was brutal.
Ooh, but we did it. We did it.
It is pretty.
Yeah.
I do love my bag.
It's a nice bag.
I like the bag.
A nickel,
best.
please.
Next into the tank is a more functional version of a common winter accessory.
Hi, I'm Don Wildman. I live in Malibu, California, and I'm co-founder of Handout Gloves.
And I'm Jake Sullivan from Salt Lake City, Utah, co-founder and president of Handout Gloves. We are seeking $150,000 equity investment plus $150,000 loan for 20% ownership in our company.
Oh, that's interesting.
Interesting. Right?
I've been in the business world for over 50 years. I've created, started, and managed successful business, one doing annual sales of over $1 billion a year. And I feel that this new product we have, Handout Glove, will revolutionize and dominate the $8 billion glove market.
We found that our gloves are always getting in the way. You have to take them off, find somewhere to put them. When it comes time to put them back on, it's a nightmare, especially if snow finds its way inside. So, Handout Gloves was born. All it took was a strategically placed waterproof zipper. Now you don't have to take your gloves off, just check your phone, crack a beer, quickly gain full 5-finger dexterity for whatever it is you need to do, or simply dump excess heat.
That's cool. Oh, wow.
That's how you dump excess heat?
Yeah.
Wow.
Very cool.
Now everything you couldn't do with your gloves on is now possible, and you don't have to take them off to do it. Just zip, and your hand is out.
Impressive.
And so we really need, particularly at 84 years old, I'm going to go ahead of 85, I need all the help I could get. Jake's a young man, so we're looking for some guys that have some brain power that we can add to our team. I hope you'll have the same kind of enthusiasm that we have to dominate the glove industry.
Now let me pass out some samples for you guys to see yourselves.
Yeah, please. Thanks, Jake. There you go, Larry.
Thank you.
Here you are, Mr. Wonderful.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jake.
Barbara.
Oh, Mickey.
Thanks, Jake.
Mark.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
So, Don, I got to tell you, you are one ripped dude. Holy
Wow.
crap. Are you really 85?
Be 84 in February. I sort of hedged
Son
a
of a
little bit.
gun.
You are in amazing shape.
You're going to be my third husband.
He's way too young for you, Barbara.
I love all kinds of sports. I've done the Ironman 9 times. And
You've done the Ironman 9 times?
Won it once.
What company did you run that got to over $1 billion?
Bally's Fitness.
Wow.
Oh, really?
The health club chain. We had 450 clubs at my end of
Oh,
my
yeah,
running.
huge company. I'm going to assume you're a millionaire.
Worth about 100 million, yeah.
I'm a big skier, and I've got kids. I used to buy them gloves that had the mitt inside, and you could take the, like yours, you could take the finger part off.
Fingers out.
Yeah, and you could keep your fingers out.
So that what sets us apart is the full 5-finger dexterity, allowing your thumbs to come
Do you
out.
have a patent on the product?
We currently have a pending utility patent that was filed in February.
Well, tell us about your sales. I bet people are receiving it well.
economics.
So first year sales was 15,000, and that was pretty much regionally in Salt Lake City. And this year we're at 125,000 so far.
Okay, so what happened between 10 to 125?
We got picked up by Big Box.
Which one? Big Box.
REI.
That's the only retailer you're in now.
Besides our 12 core shops locally.
Like little ski shops. How about online? Anything?
We're on Amazon, and then we have our direct sales from our site.
How much do you
How
sell
much
it for?
does it cost and how much do you make it for?
So depending on the style, anywhere from the ones Lori has are lightweight. Those cost 11, wholesale for 20, and they retail for 40.
What about this?
That's our pro model. That one costs 32. We wholesale it for 60, and it retails 120.
It's a great glove. Like, it's really well made.
It's a durable glove, and the ones I'm actually wearing is the only pair I've had the entire length of the company.
4 years.
4 years, and
You were saying you have a patent pending.
correct.
What's the patent on? Just on zipping?
So it's on the zipper, and then also the wrist strap. So you get your hand out, and the way the wrist strap functions, if your hand's gonna be out for a long duration, it tucks out of the way.
So, Jake, you're out there. You guys are hustling. You've got a big box retailer. What's the game plan for the next couple of years?
Honestly, we'd like to expand into other markets. We started with skiing and snowboarding, but we see it functioning for everyone else. Hunting, fishing, construction,
But it is
military.
a seasonal product.
We do have the option of the Southern Hemisphere, which has a complete opposite winter. So this is something we could run year round.
But again, I
How
think
did you two meet?
I've been skiing up in Utah for the last 30-some years.
And I'm 28. He's known me my
And
whole life.
His mother sold me a place up there. He worked for a glove manufacturer. He
That's
built the
my
company,
history.
and then they sort of
Got it.
Now you're the glove
so
guy.
So now I'm the glove
he
guy.
says
And
to
so
you, hey, I've
when
got
this glove
idea.
deal came up, I said, Jake, this might be a great opportunity for you.
He's the guy.
And he's the guy.
Don, tell us a little bit about your background. You're in amazing shape.
I'm a
You started
typical
Ballet.
guy. I can identify with him because I didn't graduate from high school. I started Bally's after I got out of the Army. I was a combat medic in Korea.
Wow.
I went to work for a small health club chain, and then they went bankrupt, and the creditors came to me and said, you get our money back, we'll give you the clubs. So I took 5 clubs over in Chicago and then built it into a deal where ultimately I got bought out, and it allowed me to go snowboard 70, 80 days a year.
They're great
So-
gloves. Why do you think you haven't sold more?
Because we haven't really we've been concentrating in the Utah market, basically.
It's really regional right now in the West.
I think you're missing a piece here. I think you have Don, who I think, Don, you're a good
I'm going to
salesman.
talk loud for me.
I said, Don, you're a handsome man.
Well, thank you. If I had some better ears, it'd be better.
Okay. Don, I said, you're a natural-born salesman. I feel so. I'm sure you've been selling your whole life. Jake, I don't think you are. But I'm going to make you an offer. But I want somebody else in with me, because I'm not going to take this amount of risk. I'm going to give you half the money you're looking for 12.5% equity, but you have to get another shark to come in for the other half, for a total of 25% equity.
Don, you're one impressive guy, and I think that the challenge is, it is a fantastic glove, but there are similar products. I don't know how I can help it get really big. I'm out.
I think it's a brilliant glove, right? I'll wear it, I'll tell people, I'll show it off, right? The challenge is putting together a marketing plan and having the organization that you need.
No, I've always been, I had 15,000 employees, and you get too large.
Oh no, look, I agree with you there. The question is, if I come in, what happens? If I had people that were in the outdoors market that really could just say, you know what, let's just fit you in, we'll complement the people that you have. This is just not one of the areas I've ever focused on. So I'm out.
John, I offered you half of what you were looking for here, but you have to get someone else in. Now you only have Lori and Mr. Wonderful.
Two sharks are out. Barbara's willing to put up half the money Don and Jake are seeking for a 12.5% stake in their handout glove company, but they must get the rest of the money from another shark.
What do you think, guys?
I've gone through the process of getting a product into a big box in winter garments, and the word is it sobered me. It made me realize how friggin' hard it is, and how the whole thing skews to big guys that are willing to invest huge amounts of capital. It's not for me, but the story's fantastic. Sorry, guys, I'm out.
All right, thank you, Kevin.
All right, Kevin's out.
All right, Lori.
The thing for me, you guys are great guys. You're amazing.
Doesn't sound good.
The problem is it's such a crowded space. It worries me to invest in it. You were sharing your sales. I think the reason that the sales are small is not because it's not good, but just because there's so many options.
No,
and
that wasn't the case.
The
case was it was
Barb, everybody's out. If you believe in it, you believe enough in it.
Come in for the full 25.
Yeah. Do you believe enough in it to put up the entire 150?
I'll tell you what I'll do.
If you believe in it, Barb, do the deal.
My lover is speaking.
All right.
For 25%, I'll take 300,000 and put in as capital into the company. So now the company has a better balance sheet.
I'll tell you what, Don.
What?
I'll give you, if you want to put your 300,000 in as capital, I'll give you another 300,000 as a credit line against cost of goods with 6% interest with 25% equity.
So, just so I'm clear, Don's got to put in 300,000 to the company in terms of equity.
Yeah.
You'll put up 300,000 as a line of credit against receivables, but you want 25%.
Yes, Robert.
Barbara, we'd love to take that deal.
Yes!
Guys.
Easy, Don, easy.
Love it.
Lovely.
Keep your hands off.
Good job,
Barb.
I can't help myself.
Good job.
Keep working out.
Wow,
A few years to look like you.
That was fun.
That was awesome, Alderman. I think we got the good deal. I mean,
We do feel proud of ourselves, being able to tell people that the Shark Tank had enough faith in this business to jump in. It means a lot, and it gives us even more confidence than we already have.
Next time on Shark Tank.
We're building this thing to be an empire.
You blew it. I'm not talking to the owner. I'm talking to the hired help.
There's no way I'm going to do an attitude shift.
Are you kidding?
And in 2017,
This episode's going to go viral.
Shark Tank returns.
Bring it on.
With all new episodes.
It's a totally different game.
As the sharks are circling.
You're turning green with envy.
Not really.
$100 million in deals in the tank.
I think it's genius.
You need to drop a mic right about now.
Shark Tank 2017.
It could be the next Making a Murderer, and it explodes on 2020 next on ABC.